Hello, everyone.
What's up?
I Yes, we're live. This is my good buddy Phil, otherwise known as Flea Market Phil on YouTube.
What's up?
Yes, we're live. This is my
That's
good
me.
buddy Phil. There we
Yeah,
go. Sorry about that, guys.
I got it.
It wouldn't, for some crazy reason, it would not let me mute the video before we got started. So sorry about that. I
Yeah.
had a lot of technical difficulties trying to get this live video started. So I apologize if you were waiting and that took forever. Sorry about that. So,
And I was no help. You know, I'm the low tech redneck. So
hey, Sue Ann, what are you up to tonight? I'm having a glass of wine. I listed a couple things today, had a couple of sales, nothing crazy, nothing over the top. Phil, how about you?
nothing much. I think I had like 8 sales on eBay, 3 on Poshmark, and one tried to rip me off on Let Go, but I don't play their shit.
That's
So
right. Yeah, Sue Ann. Yeah, like I said, we had major technical difficulties, so I apologize. That is like the story of my life, though. Hashtag technical difficulties.
just
My
blame it
husband
on
can
me.
confirm it. Blame it on, oh yeah,
I'll
everything.
take all the blame. It was my idea.
So
We all had a plan. We're gonna try to keep me awake until 11:30 my time.
that's right.
We'll see how that goes.
So let's see. Sue Ann, did you get anything listed today? I got like I think 5 things listed today. So I wasn't a total slacker, but I could have done more. But I actually decided to go this morning when I woke up and chase some Dollar General penny deals, in which I did not find much, but I only went to 2 stores. And the first one, I got 2 penny backpacks, like Disney princess backpacks, and yeah, the second store was a total bust. So
Yeah. I went to one after you told me about it. And of course, someone beat me there. So I didn't waste time going anywhere else.
well, I wasn't there when they opened, but I feel like I got to that
You
first one pretty early, probably like 10.
I think Sue Ann needs to just quit that day job.
So, oh man, I'm hoping to make tomorrow a fairly productive day. I've got about, I am down to about probably a bag and a half of clothing. Okay, so most of you will know, or Sue Ann, since she's the only one currently commenting right now out of 4 people watching us live. Thank you guys if you're looking in the background, by the way. Thanks for stopping in. Um, I've got about a large bag and a half of Goodwill clothing to list. And then I think for the most part, I'm going to be done with clothing for just a little while. Not done. Like if I see something like awesome, of course, I'm not going to pass it up, but I'm not going to concentrate on clothing for a while, I think. Just, I'm just a little burnt out on it, if you will. I need different things in my life. I've been
Exactly.
taking measurements on clothing for so long that I'm just like, I need to turn my business in a little bit different direction,
You
get
need
some, get a
fingernail
refresh,
polish.
What?
You need some fingernail polish.
Lord, yes. I mean,
Sweet.
I let somebody else paint my nails, but I used to be all about buying fingernail polish. So, hey, Star City Picker. See. So, Star City Picker, you were lurking, huh? Sorry about my messy background, guys. I actually tried to hide some of it with my. I purchased that on Poshmark. I don't know if you can tell, but it's an Athleta. Can you tell it's Athleta? Maybe Athleta iridescent tote bag. I purchased that on Poshmark, and I use it now to take my packages to the post office.
What?
So when the sun's shining, I'm all like, bling, bling, money ain't a thing. And yes, I just kind of sung a little bit. So there's your preview.
Be showing out with that fancy bag.
Right? Oh, man. I'm going to share the video real quick. You were kind of blurry, or not blurry, but muffled. What was that?
I said, my mail lady just picks mine up.
Oh, man. If I could trust this new guy, he's not new, but like, the way they do the mail here is kind of weird. Like when we were in the apartment, I could schedule a pickup and it would be perfect. But I just don't know if this guy will actually do it. So I end up most days taking the bags of my shipments to the post office, which is not far. It's really not an inconvenience. So either way, I have not scheduled a pickup since we've been here.
So. I don't have to schedule a pickup. I just call my mail lady or send her a text. And I can just be like, hey, and she'll know what to do. So, but most of the time I just throw the flag up on the mailbox and she knows where I have the packages at and she picks them up. So,
well, hopefully when we get into our very own home, maybe I can make buddies with, I'll make buddies with whoever the postal person is, hopefully, and buy them a Snickers every now and again. Yeah.
Gift cards go a long way.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Yeah.
And by the way, Roll Tide.
War Damn Eagle.
Nope. Oh,
one way I'll say that RT word, but we're not going there. Anyway, I need to refill. I'll be right back.
Okay. You need to be selling enough to fill IKEA bags. I feel you, girl. I feel you. Like I said, right now I'm trying to get rid of the clothing, just because I want a fresh start. I want to take my business. Not really. I guess it's a new direction, but I want to focus on more hard goods. And when I say that, I don't mean like household items, like really just anything else that I don't. Oh God, Starsky Picker, I'm so sorry.
Come on, you remember you screwed this up last time with Starsky.
I did. I don't know why. I'm extremely embarrassed, and I apologize.
Walk over to a female. Tracy's got you covered.
I'm so sorry. I really do feel bad. Oh, no. I have not had that much wine, guys. It's not the wine. Not yet, anyway. Yeah. Hey, Dad's Vintage Garage from Virginia. I'm done with clothing. Hard goods for me. Yep. Dad's a mail also. You guys are going to give me a hard time about that, aren't you? Oh, shit. But yeah, like Phil does. Phil does a little bit of everything.
I do anything and everything that will make a nickel.
Yeah. So I'm over here I'm not trying to hold on to stuff. So I want stuff that's going to move quickly.
Suran is not a male.
Let's see. Hey, you've heard that A Boy Named Sue song, right?
Yeah, I think I heard that one by Johnny Cash.
Yeah. We got you. We got you, Suran.
I don't listen to much country music, but I have heard that one before.
Yep.
Probably the only person in Alabama who doesn't listen to country music.
You're probably right.
Yeah.
So you guys in the chat, tell me if you've heard the song by John Anderson. It's called Money in the Bank. And this will see. Oh my gosh, you guys. So, okay. So you guys still can't be mad at me if I mess this up like multiple times in the future because I really do apologize and I'm terrible. But reading some of your names, it's kind of hard to tell, and so like it just slips out sometimes. I'm sorry. I don't mean to insult anybody. That is definitely not my motive. So.
No.
Because if you think about it, some of you probably also know males named Tracy. So if I was in your chat, like, you know, it's a possibility.
Yeah, but you got Tracy.
Probably not.
A guy
You're
is
right.
not going to do Tracy Thrifts It.
But yeah, but I mean, you never know. Hey, coffee.
There you go, Tracy.
That's right. My favorite thing in the morning.
Not tomorrow morning, though.
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. It'll definitely be prove it when I wake up tomorrow because one, I need the hydration. So yeah, one thing, wine. I do wine in the evening. So next morning I wake up, I'm all like water.
Next,
Where's my water?
11 o'clock is not morning.
Oh God. I'll have you know I was up early this morning and yeah.
But you came home and went back to bed?
No, I didn't. I went to Dollar General and hunted penny items that I did not find many of. But like I said, before some of you guys got here, I only went to two Dollar Generals, and the second store I was in kind of got cut short. So I only found two of the Disney printed or Disney Princess, I think it was. I can't remember. They're in the car right now, but it was Disney something for 1 penny a backpack. So I thought that was pretty awesome. I'm going to end up probably donating those to a cause. Probably going to be the school that my son goes to.
It's probably going to be a cause your bank account is broke.
What do you mean?
You're going to sell them on damn eBay.
No, I'll probably donate those. If you guys, I'm gonna shout out somebody real quick, and I know he probably doesn't follow me, but maybe I'll get back to him. But I was watching Scott, the Bearded Pickers channel, this morning on their show, and I heard that Steve Alcorn was saying that they're going to donate their school supplies that they got at the Dollar General penny clearance today. I forgot. I think it's called Stuff the Bus for their area, and I don't know if they do anything like that here, so I'll probably just take it to the school and donate it. But I thought that was a really good idea that Steve had. So if you guys haven't watched the Bearded Picker show from today, you need to go over there and do that because it was very entertaining. I'll put that out there. But it did give me the idea for today's penny finds to donate them because you never know. The kid might be mid-year and need a new backpack. Who knows?
So, Tracy.
What?
What's the new word for the day?
Influential.
No.
I don't know.
You know exactly what the hell it is.
I've forgotten.
What?
Roll Tide? Wait, that's 2 words.
No. School.
Oh my God. Okay. Okay, you guys. I will tell it. So I'm a little embarrassed, but not really. This is YouTube. We're all friends here, okay? So my kid went to school one day last week and he decided to blurt out shit, the word shit, in the middle of one of his classes. And so, of course, came home, he got in trouble, he got grounded, that whole thing. Well, today, we got a call from the school saying, they put Landon on the phone and he says, I said a bad word at school. And so they called my husband and whoever he talked to on the phone was like, he said the F word.
The F-bomb.
I'm like, what? What is happening with my child right now? So, he definitely knows that he doesn't say those things. So, yeah, that has been my life with my child at school for the past couple of days.
He doesn't say those things around you.
Mm-mm.
But when he's around school kids, it's like, oh, it's a new world.
Yeah, I mean, he's not used to it, guys. We've homeschooled him like forever, since like his preschool days. Or no, he went to preschool and then we homeschooled, and then now we're trying to integrate him back into a social setting. And so, yeah, this is what we're dealing with. Trying to get him acclimated and situated to social norms, I guess, if you will. And so far, it's been interesting.
So, what are some of you all's or your all's eBay links? I saw Dad's Vintage Garage sales on eBay. Post
Phil,
your
go ahead and
links
put.
and
I
we
put
can
Phil's
talk about
link.
it.
Sorry, I totally cut you off. That was rude.
It don't matter. I'm used to it. You can
So,
follow me on eBay here, Poxatonic Phil. Swamp Picker. Hello, Swamp Picker.
and I'm gonna go post that we're live over in some groups on Facebook. Totally forgot to do that. I said I was gonna do it, and then I got started talking about other stuff.
Yeah, that new
Typical.
order of the day.
Oh my gosh, open already.
What's this so?
Here we go.
So do you sell the items you sew, Sue Ann, on eBay? Holy shit.
What?
2 more sales.
Wow, man, you've been
What?
like throwing it up today. So Jason and Thrift Trader, if you're lurking, I just shared the live that we are live now to your group. So maybe we can get some people over here. Let's see. Hey, Swamp Picker.
Well, the hell's going on here?
So was it a good sale or a good couple of sales?
Give me just a minute. Let me go back and look. It was probably like not. Not really, but you know, some of that free money everything's been paid for.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why I can't wait for yard sales. Like I'm so excited. I want to buy something for a quarter and sell it for $100. I mean, like $50. So you guys in the chat, tell me what your most cheaply bought item that turned into your best sale was, if you can remember, if it hasn't been like 20 years ago. Because honestly, I probably can't remember mine right now.
What can
But
you
I'm
not
curious.
remember?
Oh, I can't. I'm old.
What can you not remember?
Oh, I can't remember right this moment. I cannot remember what the cheapest item I've ever bought and turned into my biggest flip was. I would seriously have to sit down and like concentrate on it and try to dig it up.
I don't remember either.
Sue Ann says, so far, a Tiffany starfish pin paid $1 and sold it for $423. Holy crap.
Sweet.
That is awesome. Let's see. Sue Ann sold 3 hats today. That's crazy, man. It seems like all the hats I buy sit forever. Or maybe I'm just not buying the right hats.
Well, I think my best flip, you might remember, Tracy, back in December 2017, and I do remember the date, December 4th, to be exact. I saw those vintage JBL speakers for $3,000,
Mm-hmm. Oh,
$25,
yeah.
$25 at a yard sale.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Oh, that was so
I
freaking
was
sweet.
ecstatic. I ate steak for 3 days. That's because I ordered one big one, and it was lasted me
Right.
3 days.
Hashtag leftovers. Okay, it was probably better the next 2 days, right?
It was good every day.
I love when that happens.
Sweet.
All right, you guys.
I've got
I'm
a
going
few
in.
Kate Spade things I need to list if I can find them.
This is probably going to be kind of loud. I'm just going to go ahead and put that out there. Sorry.
What are you doing? Pouring wine?
A little bit of wine, yeah.
That would be like a whole glass.
This is going to be like the signature sound for all of my YouTube videos.
Exactly.
Hashtag closet wine. Oh, man. Let's see. I think some people updated their best flips. Dad's Vintage Garage said they bought a VW basket Kate Spade purse for $15 and sold it for $380. That is amazing.
Sweet.
Let's see. Sue Ann says the hats sit forever. Yeah, that's been my experience
Yeah.
for sure.
Hats. Ooh, Lordy. Hats.
Unless you have something like super vintage. Like I can't remember what teams they have been, but super vintage like 80s with a very, very thick stitching on the front of them, the logo part.
Yeah.
Those have done pretty well and flipped pretty fast for me. So like otherwise,
maybe 15 or 20 vintage hats from the 80s, and they are pretty much just dormant right now. So I agree with coffee in your situation, Tracy.
a little bit of wine. Yeah, well.
There's a little bit left.
In the box. Yeah. Oh, that's funny. Closet wine queen. That's right. That is me. No shame in my game.
That's right.
And if I haven't said it already, roll tide.
War damn eagle.
Man, Suzanne, that is a lot of hats. 230 hats.
That is a lot of hats.
I don't know if I would have made it, honestly. I get burnt out on looking at a lot of the same thing. So I think that's a lot of the reason that I'm trying to move away from clothing because I'm just burnt out. Like I need fresh things from.
It only took you like 3 years since I started talking to you about this. Get away from that shit.
I know. I mean, it's not all terrible. It just
not
takes a long
all of
time.
it is terrible. I agree, but not everything has to be clothing.
Right.
You need some fingernail polish.
You guys, Phil has more fingernail polish than I've probably ever owned in my lifetime right now.
And it is selling.
Yep.
$7.99 a bottle. Boom, 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 boom.
Right. He's got the Essie polish. If you need it, hit him up.
I got Essie, LA Colors. I can't remember the rest of them. That was like 9 Bud Lights ago.
Let's see if I missed anything in the chat. So I'm going to put another question out in the chat for you guys to answer. How close are you guys to yard sale season?
That's year round here.
Oh, man. You want me to? I'm going to show you guys what the temperature is here right now in Fort Wayne, Indiana. $15 degrees.
What?
And it'll probably be the same in the morning or colder.
Let's see what we got. Where the hell is it at? Hey, it's actually kind of cool down here for us. That's showing up.
Yep, I see it. That is freezing for Alabama.
I'm talking about southeast Alabama. 12 miles from Florida, 12 miles from Georgia.
Right.
Either way you put it.
Sue says it's in the teens and 20s in Clarksville, Tennessee. Whew.
Tennessee.
So, I don't know. I think I'm another good, probably, I would probably say beginning of April is going to be the first I see of yard sales around here. Estate sales might start a little bit sooner, but yard sales, I think it'll be April.
We have one coming up March 15th through 16th in Panama City, Florida. If anyone is in the area, come check me out. I'll be glad to hook you up with some deals and make you some money and make me some at the same time.
That's right. Man, Phil hooks the people up with the deals.
Yep. They call me the Phil the Deal.
I like it. I really do like it there. That's awesome. So I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, I don't have anything super important to talk about.
We're just here talking.
Yeah.
We've been talking for like what, 2 hours, and we're like, let's go live.
Right?
Really? And it took us 2 more hours to figure this shit out.
Yeah, no kidding, guys. It was a big pain in my butt.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get my technical difficulties worked out.
And I was no help at all.
I feel like you would have been if you were more inclined to do things on your desktop instead of doing the simplified and probably smarter way.
The only thing I do with my desktop is print my damn labels. Everything else is with my phone. You know that. For how many years now?
Yeah, I know.
2, 3, something.
But I think my biggest hang up is, like I've told you many times before, my biggest hang up is, are my listings going to be mobile friendly?
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time when if I list from my iPad or list from my phone, and then I go back in and put my pictures in from the desktop, like if I click through the listing on my desktop, a lot of the fields are not answered, and that drives me absolutely insane.
Like what fields aren't answered?
Oh my gosh, you totally put me on the spot.
Yep.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Okay, but look, let's go here. You've seen what I do just by doing my phone.
Oh yeah, I know. And I should totally change my business model based around that. I've just gotten so used to doing things on my desktop. I feel like I would probably stop using my computer in its entirety if I started listing on eBay.
Look, I got a guy. He's local. He's an eBay seller as well. Non-stop computer, desktop, laptop, whatever you want to call it. And I said, look, man, look how much easier this is. That's all he uses now. His sales actually increased after he started doing his phone.
Well, I may have to do it. I may have to do like a trial period of like 2 weeks or something, and only list from my phone and see what my numbers look like.
I mean, I've only been doing eBay for like 3 days.
Oh, jokes all around.
20 years.
All right. All right. So, did anyone tell us about when their yard sale seasons come around? Let's see. See, when you say we've had a couple, I don't do them. Does that mean like yard sales? You've had
Yes,
them, but you don't do them.
yes, because that was right when you asked the question 30 minutes ago.
Oh God.
Come on, girl.
Let's see. I'm looking back through the chat, and I'm still jealous of all those sales. $3,000 speakers and $400. What was that? A purse?
Yeah, purse.
$400 purse, man. That is amazing.
That is cool. My genetic disorder makes yard sales and in-home estate sales really difficult. Yeah. Well, if you came to one of our estate sales, you'd feel at home. So I'd make you feel at home.
I can firmly believe that.
But I'm going to sell you something while you're there, whether you want it or not.
I totally had something that I wanted to say and I lost track of it. Like totally lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, Roll Tide.
War damn eagle.
But that really wasn't it. But it was the only thing I could come up with at the time.
Well, if you take that shirt off, you'd come up with something better.
I totally have a cat t-shirt on under this. So oh, I reached a new shipping supply purchase milestone in my eBay career, I guess.
What?
Yeah, I actually, for the first time ever, not important, but I purchased huge poly mailers. They're like 14.5 by 19 inches. And the only reason I purchased them that big was for larger plush that I'm going to ship and like jackets and coats and things. And typically, I would have been putting those things in a box to ship them, which adds a lot of weight to them. And I was just like, like a few days ago, I was just like, duh, why don't I just buy some big poly bags and do it? That would be so much cheaper to ship.
Why not just vacuum, suck them up, and shrink them down?
Yeah, I mean, duh.
Take a 55-inch item and shrink it down to 4 inches, man, you'll be balding.
Man, I'm telling you, that Carhartt coat, I don't know if I would have sent that Carhartt coat in one of those bags, though, because it was large. It was probably like a 4X. Okay, it was real large. It was like trash bag size. So I did actually end up putting that in a box. And when I got these poly mailers, they are the strength of the normal like 9x12s that I use for smaller clothing, but I just don't know. I don't know if I would have trusted sending that. What I think I sold that for like 70 something, I think. I don't know if I would have trusted that heavy coat even in a poly mailer big enough for it. You know what I mean? Like, you know how you have those doubts sometimes and you're just like, that probably needs to go in a box.
I don't have doubts.
So it went in a box and it went out the door. I have not gotten feedback for it, but I feel good about it because I packed it really nicely. So, but yeah, I got those huge poly mailers so I can ship plush and not have to put it in a box because all of the poly mailers that I have are just basically big enough for a pair of jeans to go in at the most.
What size are the poly mailers?
The new ones I got, the big ones, are 14.5 by 19. I actually think I can maybe I can put my hand on one. Sorry, Jeremy. Yep, I grabbed them right quick. Sorry about that, guys. I do want to show you though. They're huge. If you guys don't already have some of these, this is what a 14 by 9 poly mailer looks like if it comes across right on YouTube world over there.
Back up a little bit. We can't see that. Oh yeah, there you go.
So yeah, like this is my hand on this
I
bag,
don't know what mine are.
if that helps. So they will fit a nice size plush.
Mine's not that big. Oh wait,
Yeah.
that's what she said.
So I don't know, like I felt kind of like proud of myself. Like it was like I was stepping up in the world a little bit because I had to order bigger poly bags than I've ever ordered. It was the strangest thing. I don't know, because it was really lame. But whatever, you know. Super huge poly bags. Oh no.
I agree with Landshark. Size does matter.
Yeah, Craig.
Y'all say it, don't? I mean, everybody says it, but we have proof.
Hey Jay. So Bolo Rama's in the chat. That is Jay. And I'm probably gonna butcher this, Jay, and I'm real sorry. He is one of the co-founders, I believe, of the Prairie Grit site. So if you guys want to go over and check out the Prairie Grit site, I'm sure Jay will not mind putting the information for that in the chat right here, if you guys can go over and check that out too.
Yeah, do that. Let's check it out.
Yep. Let's see. Like it seems like a couple people hopped in here that I did not say hello to. Oh, there's one. All right, Jay. I'll put your affiliate brand manager. That's what Jay is for Prairie Grit. Here you go, guys. And Jay also put in the link for the free month on Prairie Grit. So if you're interested, click through that link. From what I understand on Prairie Grit, you can list the items that you cannot list on eBay, like the rebel flags and things like that. You can't list on eBay. From what I understand, you can list them on Prairie Grit. So whatever is.
I don't want to interrupt you, but what about jarts? You know, my jart.
You could probably ask right now.
Can you list the jarts? I'm sure everybody knows what the jarts are. Legally, item.
Right. If it's legally allowed to be sold in the U.S., it can be listed on Prairie Grit. Jay, I don't know who you are talking about. You said, are you the one who messaged today? No, probably not Phil, because I have told him about Prairie Grit a couple of days ago, but I don't think.
I can pretty much guarantee you it wasn't me.
So apparently the government considers those hazardous goods, the jarts.
Yes. But I have seen them on eBay where you can sell them for parts or repair, as long as you sell the vanes separately from, we'll call them the points, and you can sell the box separately. You can sell the rings separately. So I may just go that route.
Oh, wow. Craig says that he thinks there were several deaths with them.
Oh, yeah, I remember all that. Right.
Did you read that? People sell the boxes empty.
Oh, yeah, I saw the boxes going for like 30 to 40.
Well,
I mean, I paid like $4 for the box. If I'll walk you back there and show you what I got. I mean, they're still in the box. Looks like they might have been used a few times, but everything's there. 4 jarts, rings, box. It's awesome.
Phil, do you have a problem if Jay jumps in with us for a few minutes?
Ma'am?
I know you're probably trying to go to bed here in a few minutes.
We were aiming for 11:30, but I'm good.
All right. I'm going to send Jay the link right quick.
I just got to get a refill.
Okay. Jay, I'm working on sending you a message. There it is, Jay. You should have the link now. Yeah, Craig, that's what I was thinking too when you first said that. People are shifty like that. Like, I don't know, like, I get it wanting to sell your stuff, but not if it's going to get somebody hurt, you know? Let's see. There he is. How's it going?
It's going well. Let me mute this other one. Thank you so much for having me on. It's good to see you again.
You too. Phil will be back in just a minute. He went to get another beer.
I'm calling Phil too for now then. So yeah, that was a complex question. Somebody actually messaged the page today asking about lawn darts. And that's why I was asking. I'm like, was that you who did? But yeah,
okay.
I had actually learned about this issue about a year ago when I attempted to list them on eBay, and I got a very, very strong email back saying, like, "Hey, this is hyper illegal. You actually have to take them down." And it's more than just like a restriction. It's breaking the law to sell these. It's even considered breaking the law to do private sales. So if you advertise locally that you want to sell them, or you sell them to your neighbor and you somehow get caught selling them, or if they possess them and they tell the police where they found them or got them from, that person can be arrested as well. So it's a super, super hazardous material because kids would throw them up in the air and then they would get spiked and they would die. So,
oh my gosh,
it happened a bunch. Yeah. So that's on the list. And then I don't know if you've ever seen those nano dots. They're I have a set around here somewhere, but it's essentially like this, little metal magnetic ball bearings, but they were smaller than this. And they keep pulling these off the market, even the tiny ones, probably about this size, because the kids would eat these things and then they would get stuck on one side of each side of the intestine and just pinch, and they couldn't pass them. So they'd have to go and have surgery to get them taken out. And so they keep restricting these as well.
But at the same time, why would you let your child have that? Why would you not be a responsible parent?
13 and 14-year-old kids. And they would they would put it in their mouth to play with them. They'd like roll them around in their mouth and then, maybe cough or something. And then boom, there you go. You swallowed a couple of magnets and you can't pass them. So
Tracy could pass them.
I'm sorry?
Tracy could pass them.
Oh my God.
She's from Tuscaloosa.
So, Jay, this is Phil. Phil, Jay.
Howdy, buddy.
Phil is a seller of all things.
Fantastic. You have to be diverse nowadays if you want to make money online. You got to stay very, very broad.
For years. I've been trying to convert Tracy now for 2.5, 3 years, whatever. I can't quite remember.
Yeah, I am actually trying to go away from clothing for a little bit and trying to diversify out into other things. I'm a bit, yeah, I'm a bit tired of taking measurements, and I know you guys are so tired of hearing me say that, but I'm almost done. I've got like one large bag of Goodwill clothing to list, and I'll be done with it for a while.
Hard
Unless I pass a Patagonia jacket or something in the thrift store, I'll probably still get that. But I'm looking for things with barcodes, that kind of stuff, like stuff that's easy, fast. I can get multiple things pumped out in a day. Like,
For me, the quickest way I would suggest to make that transition is raising your bottom line on what you'd be willing to deal with on close. So like right now, if you're listing, let's say $20 garments, $25 garments, maybe bring it up to 30 or 35. Just
I'm definitely at I'm at like 30, 39, I would say.
Okay. Maybe bring it up to 50.
Yeah.
And you'll just naturally reduce your workload that way and still be able to stay within the category.
So most of the time it's more, but the current things that I'm listing are at that. But like if I'm picking up new things, like if I see something out if I see it while I'm walking through the thrift store and it just catches my eye, it has to be something that's like a $50 profit now. So, see.
So
I can't
now
remember.
you're getting greedy.
Yeah, I
don't blame you.
I want to make that money.
You damn right.
Craig said, "Don't measure." I don't. You just put the size on it and hope they know what they've bought before, and hope it isn't shrunken.
And then hell, if you don't know what size you wear, ask your mom.
But at the same time, like in my experience, I typically in the past have had so much clothing listed at one time that like if I don't put the measurement, I have so many people asking me what the measurement is, and so I have to go get it and measure it if I think that person is gonna possibly buy this item from me.
But even if you have the measurements, 9 out of 10 people is gonna say, "What's the measurements?"
Yeah, you're right about that too, because people don't read.
And you know what I tell them? I'm like, read the damn description, you dumbass.
Jay, we're really, really real over here. If you haven't caught on,
keeping it raw.
Yeah,
raw,
exactly.
uncensored.
I have sent Tracy screenshots of my messages to some of these assholes, and I'm like, I don't play their shit,
Tell them about that one tonight.
Oh yeah,
let go or whatever.
I have a mahogany chest of drawers on Let Go for $200. This guy sends me an offer like $50. So I just replied back, when you plan on paying the rest?
Yep.
I haven't heard back from him. I don't play into their games. I don't play into damn eBay scams about item not as described. All this bullshit. I will fight them to the farthest point possible.
Sometimes you gotta.
Yep.
I mean, it don't matter if it's $8 or $300. I don't play into their bullshit. You prove it to me, you son of a bitch. So
not to railroad the discussion, but that big news just dropped earlier today about eBay Open, and I just noticed it like an hour ago. And as soon as I noticed it, I called all the guys. I booked my hotel. I bought my ticket. You got all the stuff sorted out. Are you guys going to eBay Open this year?
No,
I won't be. No, because that will be right around the time that we are purchasing our first home. So not this year, but I hope to get to go in the future, even if it's just once.
I don't mean to sound so like disparaging of the brand, but it's kind of one of those, I wanted to go before they just stopped doing them, and I just don't know when the last one's going to be, so I really wanted to make sure I got in for this one. And then obviously like my channel is finally getting someplace, and I just want to shoot some footage from there and meet up with all the other like resellers, people like yourself, meet up with everyone, and just kind of have fun within the community of it.
From what I've heard in the past, like the quality of it seems to have gone down, even though I haven't been before. The quality and like the things that they are serving at the meetings and stuff like that, like seems to have gone way down, but the price keeps seeming to go up.
It was $350, and I'm even gonna see if I can get some of that money back. I have like one contact left here domestically, and I'm just gonna say, hey, help me out, or maybe even push the media angle. But I don't know. I made the decision because I saw two things. Because I do, those of you guys who don't know, I do news every Sunday. I do e-commerce news, and there was two things on there that really got my attention, and one of them was a mobile selling app. So it looks like they're gonna finally pull the trigger and make a standalone app specifically for sellers, which is like huge. I mean, I've been waiting for this. Everyone's been asking for this for years. And then the other one was on integrated payments, the whole Audion payment transition, which I'm desperately trying to get inside information as far as what's happening with that.
But isn't that going to be like finalized in like 2021 or something like that? Or did I read that wrong?
PayPal's going to be gone by the end of this year. That's the plan that has been laid out. I think January 1, 2020 is you're not going to be able to use PayPal directly on eBay. I've already started putting together content showing how to do workarounds, like through merchant accounts. If you have your own PayPal business account, you can use them as your merchant. But eBay really wants that hard split, and they really want to make Audion their primary payment provider. Which it's so disgusting how they're doing it too. Because I just learned this the other day that, because they call it integrated payments, and like, what does that really mean? Like, it doesn't really mean anything, but it's to give the illusion that it's integrated, it's together. But it's no different. PayPal is no different than Audion. It's just another company processing Visa, MasterCard, Discover, and Amex.
Right. It seems like they're just trying to break ties with PayPal.
Yeah, they are. And the whole idea was that we're going to be able to reduce fees for sellers because we can negotiate better. So instead of being 2.9% plus 30 cents, the introductory offer they gave people was 1.9% for the people who signed up early, but those people's sales went down by 80%. And it's because you can't, if you're one of those people, you can't pay with PayPal. You can't go to their store and use your PayPal to pay. And those people, they just pretty much got taken to Hosetown. And now they've already raised it up a little bit, and they're saying that it's going to go up to like 2.69. So it's like, is it really even worth it? Like,
what was all the difference? Yeah,
all of this for what? 0.2%. I don't know. I
have seen so many stories in the Facebook groups about how people went to try to pay for something and then they couldn't.
Yeah.
Like with a credit card or something else.
Right.
Well, what they're saying is that they did a survey and looked at the raw data, and they said that people are simply abandoning their carts and they're not finalizing their orders and just leaving them because their preferred payment option isn't there.
I probably have one of those carts out there.
Yeah.
I mean,
like, honestly, like think about the scenario. You're up late at night, maybe 2 o'clock in the morning. For some reason, you see something on TV. You say, you know what? I need to order this. You go to your phone, you go and try and order it. And you get in the cart and you go to try and pay. And it's like, we need your credit card. You're not going to get up out of bed at 2 o'clock, go find your purse or wallet, go punch in that information and make that purchase. You're just not going to do it. So.
You'll be like, let me find somebody who I can just go straight through PayPal and pay for it right now.
Even if it costs a little more.
Yeah.
Yep.
But to find me up at 2 o'clock in the damn morning.
we are all willing to admit that we're victims of our laziness when it only costs $1 or $2 more. Like, be honest with me. How many times have you packaged an item and you said, this is the perfect box for this? You bring it over to your area, you go to print your label, and you realize, damn, if I just go back and get a medium box, I'll save like 90 cents. And you're like, nope, not going to do it. It's not worth
much effort already put into this.
It could be $2 even sometimes, and you're like, nope, I'm not going to do it. You abandon the car, you abandon the idea, and you just pay the extra money for the label. It's
out the door. Yep,
it's out the door. We've all been there.
I mean, because I've wasted tape by that time. I've probably wasted packing material. Like, I'm just done.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I have trimmed edges off of box flaps, just to get it down to the first class. I need like 0.4 ounces to get to first class.
Yep.
You breathe on it hard enough.
You're going from $4 to $9. I'm going to trim that son bitch the best I can get. I'm going to save that $5.
So true.
I see what you're saying. I have done that. Well, it's only 50 cents. Shit, go ahead and mail it.
Yeah. So, Jay, what is your affiliation with Pirate Ship? I cannot remember right now.
Pirate Ship or Prairie Grit?
Pirate Ship. Didn't you say you had you have an affiliate link or something like that?
I am a shipping liaison between Pirate Ship and eBay, which basically means that I work to assist eBay sellers in getting set up to use Pirate Ship and their discounted shipping labels. And in full transparency, I had to run a story against them the other day because eBay rates are cheaper now for priority variable and priority flat packages now because they negotiated a better rate somehow for the first time ever. eBay went to bat and negotiated a better rate, but Cubic is still an option on Pirate Ship, which is still the cheapest for your variable.
That's fair. Okay, so I was telling Phil just a few days ago about Pirate Ship, and he said that eBay was a little bit cheaper. Like, do you remember how much cheaper it was?
It was like 20 cents.
Now that they will be cheaper now, but as of the change, I believe, was on January 29th is when the change happened. And before then, eBay was either Pirate Ship was either the same price or less, guaranteed. And I had $100 wager out on that. If you ever found a scenario, I would give you the $100 outright.
You still have that scenario out there?
Nope, not any longer. They done messed up. But here's the thing.
I would take your $100 right now.
Here's the thing. So Pirate Ship, and I put an affiliate link up there, bit.ly/cheap ship. But here's the thing. So if you're using Cubic, it's still going to be cheaper. And if you don't know what Cubic is, just search Cubic shipping training. One of my videos will come up. And then I noticed you bought your poly bags. You messed up. You went 19 inches. If you had gone 18 inches, you would have qualified for Cubic still because it caps out at 18. So
I do have a question about that. I have a question. Sorry to interrupt you real quick. So do you still have to go with the 19 inches, the actual size of the poly bag, before you put the item in it and fold it over?
You're supposed to, but because of people with scenarios like self-seal, I'm going to show you my giant poly bag. I have my demos over here. But because of scenarios with like self-sealers, you technically can fold it over, but the official rules and guidelines say you're not supposed to.
Well, that's what I've been doing this whole time.
I think I have my, because I think I can one up your poly bag. I don't even know if I have the biggest one. Oh yeah.
Holy crap.
Yeah, baby.
What do you need to put in there? I'm curious.
That would be for pillows, oversized stuffed animals, large lots of cloth or clothing, jackets even possibly might get doubled up inside one of those. So there's a handful of scenarios that you would use those for.
That's fair.
Oh, these two soundproofing panels. They ship wonderful inside of those.
Oh.
But yeah, so you use Pirate Ship for all your Cubic shipping needs and save a ton of money. Unless it's priority, variable, or flat, and then just go ahead and stick with eBay. But here's the thing. A lot of people don't know this. Pirate Ship is still actively working to get a new discount. And I'm not allowed because of the NDA. I can't really say when, but keep your eyes open. Stay informed. Things are going to be changing. They also have simple export one rate, which is for international. Cheapest international anywhere in America to ship your packages to Mexico, Canada, and the rest of the world. It's pretty nutty how cheap it is, and you have to ask for it. It's not given to you by default. So if you have an account, ask for one rate and they'll give it to you. So,
wait, through Pirate Ship?
Yep.
You can do international.
The one thing I don't like about Pirate Ship, the one thing I don't like about Pirate Ship, I had to put all the measurements in that I already have in with eBay.
Oh, it didn't import those details across?
No.
Oh, okay.
I had to put every measurement in, the weight, this, that, and the other. But it still comes out cheaper with eBay.
So what I do with my first class packages is I just click through them. Every first class package I mark 6x4 because it's really not that important. It's the oversized ones that really matter. So I'm just hammer it out.
If it's over 12 inches, I don't do any other measurements.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just putting it out there that pretty much every package that I have sent out that was priority, not in a flat rate package, has been cheaper on Pirate Ship. I've had like maybe 3 packages since I've been using Pirate Ship that have come out to be the same exact price as eBay. So
what ends up happening is when they're identical, what it's serving you is a priority label. When it turns out to be cheaper, it's serving you a Cubic label. Right. So it's always going to give you the cheapest option either way. or like whichever one is applicable for your situation. And the best way to know, like, if you really want to save yourself the time and trouble of checking on both, is if it does show you a cubic, obviously, but if you don't even want to go to the site and check, is if it's something that's really heavy and really dense and will not fit inside of a flat rate, you're almost always going to be in that cubic scenario. Or if you have something that's like absurdly sized, because the cubic inside of a poly bag is really one of the cheapest options on the internet right now. But prices are going to be coming down. They will be. Mark my word. And you know, what's crazy? I knew about this first class change in the middle of last year. This change to the zones, and I couldn't even talk about that at all. It's nuts. But there's more changes coming by the end of the year. There's stuff that's going to blow your guys' mind. But stay woke, people. It's happening.
Well, I need it to blow my mind for the better.
Whenever Amazon starts their shipment, it's going to hurt us. Will hurt eBay.
I gave everyone a pop quiz the other day. I'm going to give you the same quiz right now, Tracy. Let's see. I want to test your understanding of cost. So I have an item, and I live here in California, and my item was given to me for free, and I'm selling it on eBay, and I'm selling it for $9.99. Okay, and that item's going to be getting shipped out to Florida. Okay, how much money do you think I'm going to be making on this $9.99 sale on eBay?
Now, are you shipping that first class, or are you shipping
first class 15 ounces? So worst case scenario, first class.
You're probably going to make possibly $4.
Okay, and Tracy, and if you guys want to guess in the audience too, by all means,
it's going to cost you probably about like $4.60 probably to ship it from California to Florida. If it's going, you said first class?
I want you to total everything up: your eBay fees, your shipping cost, your PayPal fees on a $9.99 sale. How much money do you think you're gonna end of day? If the item was free and all your packing supplies are free, how much do you think you'll walk away with?
You might make like $1.83.
We got Land Shark says $2.50. So I ran the numbers the other day. It's pretty disgusting. Somebody said 85 cents. Holy cow. So the total actually came out to $2.22 is your take.
Not far.
That's not, no, you weren't far off at all. But a lot of people, when I was asking people, they were saying 4, 5, and people aren't really understanding just how expensive it's getting to ship coast to coast at 15 ounces. It's this, and it's 13, 14, 15, 16. It's all the same price for all three of those scenarios. So even if you're at a 13 ounce package and you think, oh, that's not that bad, it's the same dang price.
Yep.
Yeah.
I knew it wasn't going to be much.
With your eBay discounts and all, you're not going to pay that much.
No, that's with all the best case scenarios.
Yeah.
That's presuming an insertion fee of $0.25, because that's pretty much how it's going to work out almost anyway. And then $1.33 in final value fees, 30 cents plus 2.9% in PayPal fees as well. So that's how we get to that number. And then the shipping cost as well, tacked on top, which is
the cost of your
$5.
item.
And that's if you get the item for free. So if you paid $1 for that item, you're making $1.22. And then heaven forbid you have to use a cardboard box and some tape and some packing peanuts to send that out. I mean, yeah, you stand to make like 50 cents.
So basically what we're saying is don't sell $10 items with free shipping.
My threshold now is probably $18 for a $1 item. That's really where I'm at. And then even then, I kind of want to make sure I'm getting a couple of them. I don't even know if I want to list one at that price, but if it's maybe quantity 4 and I can, get a couple of them out, I'll do that.
You need the deals I get.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think you if you want to disclose, you can, but you're not obligated to do if you do not want to.
Disclose what? What I get?
Your deals, yeah.
I can fill my trailer up for like $40, and we're talking a 6x12 enclosed trailer for roughly $60 on average. And I sell a lot of stuff, $7.99, $10.99, up to $30, whatever. So, and yeah, I'm probably going to lose money if I ship it because I'm in Alabama, southeast corner, and 90% of my customers are all the way in down California or
Oh yeah, same.
Washington, where the shipping's going to be a lot more now since the new rate zones. But in the long run, it's still making more money. You know.
Hey, a dollar is a dollar. I don't care what anyone says, and I'm not trying to dissuade anyone from selling smalls. I mean, there's always going to be a reason to make it. It's if it's the difference between not having the money or having the money, I'm still in that camp that says go ahead and make the damn money. So
Yeah.
I liked your equation there with the free shipping, but like I think in that situation, if you were doing like the $9.99 item and you got it for free, and then you did calculated shipping based on the weight, I think that's still.
now I have to
I would
ask,
still make you a little bit decent money.
because I
But
don't do any calculated shipping. I don't do any specified price shipping because of like search metrics and SEO and all that nonsense. Is there an option available now on eBay for calculated first class? Did they actually add that?
mm,
Because I have no clue if that's a thing yet.
Say that again.
Does
Calculated
eBay have
first class.
calculated first class?
They do because it's all based on zones now. If I ship something to Georgia versus California, that's going to be a difference in the price.
Oh yeah. No. I wasn't
Yeah.
sure if eBay had the option though for calculated on first class yet though. I wasn't
Yes.
sure if that. Okay.
So I mean, I'm just putting this out there. I don't do free shipping. I always charge, just because I did. So I was doing free shipping, and I didn't notice any kind of change in my sales from doing charge shipping. And then I did free shipping for a couple months, and then I switched back to charging for shipping because I didn't notice an uptick in any kind of sales. So my sales are basically the same. So I don't know what kind of input you guys have on that, but
I can change your mind if you'd like.
okay.
I hate
Let's
to be
see.
that person. I am such an advocate for free shipping. Like yeah. So basically, the reason why I say that everyone should have free shipping is because it's kind of robbing Peter to pay Paul. So if you have a $20 item plus $5 shipping, you're better off doing $25 with free shipping, just because of the habits of the habituated consumers. So a lot of people out there will have this natural perception that an item is a better value simply because it has free shipping. And even when they did studies and tests to show that people would be more willing to buy an item that was $26 with free shipping opposed to $20 plus $5 shipping. And then the other end of it, the other end of the spectrum too, is the way that consumers interact with the website. So there is a good majority of people who use the site who don't click on anything when they get there, and they type in what they're looking for, and however it populates, that's what they're going to work with. So if it populates up and it says your item's ranked all the way at the top, and it's going to rank higher because it has free shipping comparative to ones that don't have free shipping. And then you have the inverse. You have the people who click on the option on the side that says free shipping. And if you don't have free shipping, you're automatically excluded from that search. So for me, it's a matter of getting moved higher up on the list by default and then making sure that you're available for all possible search scenarios. And then still making the same amount of money minus these new scenarios now with zone-based shipping, obviously.
Right. Oh man. So many options and variants right now.
And it's probably too late to be getting into deep-seated discussions regarding shipping, but it's one of my passions.
I still do it my way. You know, if I'm making money, I'm happy. You know,
I'm putting out a video tomorrow for Prairie Grit, and we're going to be talking about standard pricing model, which teaches people how to price items with a certain level of consistency. Because I know there's a lot of people that kind of guess on their pricing. So we're teaching people how to do standard pricing. But I'm even going to put a disclaimer in there that says Each person is going to have their own way that they want to do their business. And there's no one can sit here and concretely say what's right or what's wrong, but we encourage you to do what you feel best doing it the way you want to do it. But this is just the statistically found way of increasing your sales by pricing items this way.
Right.
So, each their own.
Well, I will watch for sure.
That's very sweet of you. Did you see the new one that came out today on the Prairie Grit page?
I have not.
Oh,
I have not watched anything on YouTube today, actually.
It took 2 hours to make a 3-minute video.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. It teaches people how to use the eBay import tool, because we've gotten so many questions from people who can't figure out that box that's there is something you can type in. Like, no BS. We get maybe 10 messages a day that say, like, how do I use this import tool? All I see is collectibles. So we had to include a thing like on the video. The first thing that pops up, it says the default option will be collectibles. And then I put the arrow on screen. It shows you where to type and everything. I agree to disagree.
Is there, okay, I'm not going to lie to you. I have not delved into Prairie Grit yet.
You break my heart.
I know, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. Go on.
I mean, I already kind of feel a little overwhelmed with all the platforms that I sell on. So I am highly considering doing it. It's just like I have all the things going on and the cross posting and the things, and I'm working on it. Okay. I will do it, but eventually. I think let me get these clothes. I think the clothing is what's holding me back. I want to get the inventory up with not being clothing.
And I completely agree with your stance too, because it can be really overwhelming when you get your hands in too many cookie jars at one time. Like, even myself, like, I'm doing 3 platforms. I'm doing eBay, Amazon, and Prairie Grit. And with the other projects, and like, you add on YouTube and you add on, managing a Patreon and all this, that, and the other, it becomes really overwhelming. So yeah, I tell people,
Prairie Grit would be a 5th platform for me. Yeah, and that probably doesn't sound like a lot for a lot of people, but it's a lot for me.
For somebody that's in your situation who has 4 platforms going already, I would only suggest that you do the jump across is if you have a predominant amount of your inventory in just a couple of categories, to where it would be pretty easy to jump over. Like, if you're somebody like your buddy here who's a super diverse seller and he has probably items in 1,000 different categories, yeah, the import process is going to take a long time. But if you're someone like yourself who has women's tops, women's pants, men's tops, men's bottoms, women's shoes, women's hats, and you have maybe 10 categories, you can import every single thing across in maybe 30 minutes and then have all your items on there. And I would say it would be worth it for you because you already have 5 platforms. It would probably be worth the trouble if you have more than 500 items across 5 or 6 categories, and even
I don't have 500 items yet. I'm working on it.
Yeah. It takes time to build up that inventory. And for those of you who don't know, Prairie Grit is a new selling platform. And if you use the link, you can get a free month. But it's looking to kind of shake the space up because there's no final value fees, which is kind of a big deal. So if you're already doing like $1,000 a month on eBay, over that, they would charge you like $100. And with Prairie Grit, you can do a flat rate of $100 a month and get unlimited listings with no final value fees. You just pay $100 a month. And if you want smaller, they have plans starting as low as $10. So $10 gets you as many as you want to sell, but you can only have 15 visible at a time, and you can just move them in and out of drafts if you want.
Right.
So it's a pretty sweet deal.
Yeah, Jay, if you want to, definitely go ahead and put those links back in the chat. Phil,
got it.
Grab your link to your YouTube channel, please, and put it in the chat. And you guys, and Jay, put your channel in the chat as well. And you guys, please, the 16 of you that are watching right now, if you have not subscribed to Phil's channel or Jay's channel, please do so and help these guys out. Hey, Jason.
I appreciate that greatly. And I'll make sure you get a shout out on my show. Come drop in on Sunday. Come hang out during my show, and we'll get you a fatty shout out. I think we've had like 50 or 60 people watching at a time. It's really exciting that
I will be there.
Let's get in there. Thank you. Yeah.
What our plan tonight was to keep me up until 11:30. 40 likes on my page.
Nice, you made it.
11:30 anyway.
So Phil's working on getting his subscriber count up.
How many
So
subscribers you got, Phil?
I got some 21, brother.
I'll tell you what, you drop on by on Sunday when I'm doing my show. I do, like I said, I do my news on Sunday. Just come say hello. I'll make sure if you and just tell me like, hey, we spoke the other day, and I'll make sure you get a shout out, and I'll let you put that link up there. And we get a good audience, and we get a lot of replays. I think we get like 400 or 500 replays right now. So people will see it, and hopefully it'll help out. And then I do interviews too. I bring on somebody every week and do an interview with them. So if you'd like to do a pre-record, I'd be happy to have you.
It's like I told Tracy, I'm not too big on all this. I feel like the time I'm doing all this live video, I'm wasting time that I could be listing items for sale.
Yeah.
So, and she's been on me for, I don't know, 2-3 years. You need to go live. You need to go live. Blah, blah, blah. This, that, and the other. And here recently, you know, I started doing a little few here and a few there, and you know. So, but yeah, I'll try to figure it out someday.
Yeah, I keep telling him he's got to, like, when he does his estate sales and things like that, and even when he's listing, he needs to go live and do it. Like, go live when you're shipping your packages for the day. Things like that.
Live is certainly the way to go if you want to try and ease into it. Just like live shows like this, it's when you start editing stuff that things get a little bit ridiculous. That's when it's.
Oh my gosh, I have been trying to edit a thrift store trip video for like 3 days.
I'll tell you. Okay, Tracy, I was in that same spot before where things would take me days to figure out, and it was so like painful because I knew like everything I needed was there. I just didn't know how to do any of it.
Yeah, I have all the clips.
Yeah,
I just don't know how to splice them all together.
Okay, it took me a solid year of editing, and like every time I wanted to learn how to do something, stopping, Googling, watching a YouTube video, learning one little tiny thing, and then coming back to it. But it took probably about a year of editing at least one video a week. And now I can just sit down at the computer and I can just build stuff. So like if you watch that video, the whole thing was built within Final Cut Pro. It took like 2 hours to get done. But it is the most gratifying feeling in the world when you get there, because it's like learning how to read a book for the first time, like, you know, and having it actually click and connect is so worth it. Just don't give up on it. Just keep struggling and keep playing with it. And if you want, I was doing, when we were on the call yesterday, you missed out on that one. I did a screen share and I showed my Final Cut, and I can show you all the stuff I know if you ever want to learn from me. Trust me, it speeds up the process so much learning from somebody else.
Definitely. I will definitely take you up on that.
Yeah, but it's rewarding. You'll get there, and it's so fun when you get there, because then you can start being creative. Because right now I know it's about getting the ideas from here to there. And this is like 1,000 hours of work to go from here to there. For the first time.
Trust, I'm realizing that now.
Yeah. If you use Filmora, Control B to cut, then delete. Yeah, I used to use Filmora. What are you using to edit with?
Filmora.
Yeah. See, I started there.
Now.
Are you on a Mac or not?
I'm on a Mac. Yeah. I have dabbled in iMovie just a little bit, but I can't. I don't know. Like iMovie, I can't.
Spend the money and get Final Cut. I know it's disgustingly expensive.
Isn't that like $300?
It is, but I'll tell you, it is the gold standard. You can make anything.
I figure it is. Like I just haven't like made the leap yet.
It is worth every penny. Yeah. You'll love it. It's just everything you need is there.
So.
Hey.
What?
I've lost everyone.
Oh no.
Did you put your link up? I got a sub to your channel. Did you put it up or no?
Look, man, I am a low-tech redneck.
Okay, I got you. I'm gonna sub to your
low-tech redneck.
I am subscriber number 24 for FleaMarketPhil.
Sweet.
16.
And thank you guys who all subscribe to Phil's channel.
I don't have anything on there, so.
Thank you to the one person who subscribed to Bolo Rama. I appreciate that.
Have you reached your 1,000 yet?
And if it wasn't Phil, then it means that it was somebody else.
I just subscribed. I just subscribed.
I appreciate it. And I did yesterday. Thank you.
Yes.
I am currently under review for monetization, so I'm very,
awesome.
very excited. I'm at 1,014 right now, so I'm beside myself. It was that last video that I made that was a game changer. It's a comprehensive breakdown of eBay's 2019 seller update, and it covers every single thing you need to know, including your tax liability going into 2019. It is. I had multiple people tell me they quit eBay after they watched my video. It was that groundbreaking for some people that didn't realize what their tax liabilities were. Yeah.
I mean, it does sound very, like, also super overwhelming.
It took 20
but I'm
hours
not going to
put
quit
that video
eBay.
together.
I'm not going to let it get me down.
It's well, the thing is, if you're in a position where this is your business, this is your livelihood, and this is what you're doing, you're fine. You're a-okay. It's the people who are doing like $200 to $400 a month in sales, or
Right.
even under $1,000 a month in sales per month, that won't really be able to justify hiring a CPA to help them out, because you're supposed to be remitting taxes now. So it just depends on where you are within the eBay ecosystem, but definitely stay informed, and yeah, just be mindful of what you're doing. Yeah.
I'm gonna look back at the chat and
thank you, Hickory Springs. I appreciate
I
it.
just want to let y'all know I finally found y'all again. I somehow closed out every damn thing.
And thank you, JB Phipps. I appreciate it.
Did you look at my channel again?
I don't know how I found it. But I've got like 15,000 pages open.
Oh Lord.
Lordy, lordy, lordy.
So JB Phipps subscribed to Phil's channel. So thank you, JB.
What? Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're gonna be a YouTube celebrity by the morning, Phil. Channel's gonna blow up.
I doubt that, but you know.
Hey, at this rate, we're gonna double your subscribers by the end of the night, man. That's 100% growth.
Hey, that was one of the options. I know me and Tracy were talking the other night, and eBay was booming. And I forget what it was. It was $10,000 or so many listings before the night. And I think we hit the 10,000 first, right?
It was, I think
it was 10,000 or 800 listings. Something like that.
Probably so, yeah. I don't know, maybe. But yeah. But you hit it. You surpassed it. So
yeah.
That was awesome.
I got to get you on for an interview too, Tracy, because I don't think I have once had a female guest on the show, and most of my audience is females. It's like I'd probably say 80% females are watching the show, so they would love you. They would eat you up. So,
hey, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I'm doing Jason's interview. If you guys aren't subscribed to Jason Deason, he is the thrift trader. Fantastic guy. Got a insane storage unit last week, and over $5,000 worth of gold. So that's all I'm going to say. So you got to go watch his video. It's
absolutely. It's a good buddy of mine.
Special. It really is. But he's coming on this week. And then I've got one I'm doing with Shane, but I would love to shoot something with you. I don't know if you have time tomorrow, day after tomorrow, I'll shoot you a message or something and we can get a little video going.
Yeah, just message me on Facebook. We'll figure it out.
You got it. It'll be a good time. That wasn't me. I'm not that desperate. That was
It's her shirt, man.
Thank you, Dad's Vintage Garage. I appreciate it. To all the new people, man, I had a lot of new subs recently, and that's one of the things. Like, it can happen quickly. I got a little bit of help from Bearded Picker and from Shane, which is Rise and Grind Pickers, but 485 subscribers in the last 30 days. So it's been rapid growth, and I couldn't have done it without them. And stay on the grind; it's totally worth it.
Yep.
Hey, my motto is every morning I wake up at 4:30, rise and grind, leave the week behind.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
So,
Phil, do you make your bed when you wake up in the morning?
hell no. I ain't got time for that shit.
I wasn't sure. I know some people who are get up, get early, get going on the day. That's one of the things that they do. Like me, I get up at 5 a.m. most days, and I'll get up and I'll make my bed first thing I do when I get up. And I do it so that way I have like a routine going. It's just something to say, okay, this is the first goal of the day, first task completed. How many more tasks can I go do after this?
My first task is to wake up.
Sorry,
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Well, I was going to say my first task is to hit the snooze like 3 times, and that starts at 7. And then I get my kid ready for school, and I take him to school and have him there by 8:15. And then I come home, and my husband's still laying in bed, so I still can't make the bed.
What?
So I share my Poshmark. I do my eBay shipping, and then it just kind of goes from there. I probably start listing or go to Dollar General and start searching for penny items. So, but no, I don't like super have a routine, but that's typically how my morning starts out at 7 o'clock.
I may sleep till like 5 in the morning.
Oh,
that's wild, man.
12, 10.
Some say he's never missed a sunrise.
Never.
Jay, in the recent past, I used to sleep till like 12 or 1 in the afternoon.
What changed?
School
schedules and getting my kid. In also recent past, we were homeschooling my child. So, but we recently
on that. I know how much effort goes into that.
Yeah, it's difficult, and I give a lot of credit to everyone and those of you in the chat who homeschool your children, because it's tough. So yeah, just getting my kid in school, getting him the social setting is, hopefully he'll stop cursing in school. If you didn't hear that, yeah, Jay, if you weren't in the chat before that, my child said the F word today at school.
Oh, it's bound to happen eventually.
And his punishment at school was to call his dad, who's my husband, is sitting right here. He's playing his Warframe video games. Anyway, beside that point, like 3 days ago, he decided to say shit at school. So he's picking a different word every day of the week, apparently.
At least the boy could be consistent, you know.
He's 7. So, like, I posted it on Facebook that he said that last week, and somebody said, well, if he can use it correctly, then they ought to give him some credit, right? Like, don't encourage the kid, okay? We're trying to not do that.
Just be like, look where I live. This is regional dialect. You're like, this is just how we talk.
I mean, like the F word, you know, like food. What's wrong with that?
So when he finally, like after 30 minutes of trying to get it out of him, he finally admitted to us today that he did actually say it under his breath. But so that is currently what I'm dealing with, trying to get my kid socialized, I guess. So I'm sure you guys will be seeing my Facebook updates of what did Landon say today at school over the next week.
I don't get to enjoy Facebook anymore. I used to enjoy Facebook, but because of the Facebook group that I run, every single person that's on that group, I kick out a friend request to. I haven't seen a post from somebody that I know personally in probably like 3 months on my time.
Oh, that sucks, dude. You should totally do like a private group, you know, or a private Facebook. And
I don't want to be that type of. I have a private Instagram, and I'll kind of interact with people there, and then, you know, it's like really pompous, like it sounds like super douchey. Is I have somebody else who manages the business Instagram. I don't even
care though. I mean, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, so everyone jumps onto that one, and then somebody runs the post for I don't want to say somebody. Her name's Pam. She's a wonderful lady. She's one of the admins for the group. But she'll run the post to let people know when the show is and everything. But I do the private Instagram. But my Facebook is destroyed. Yeah, there's no finding anyone on there. And I heard it gets worse too, because I've seen some of the YouTubers who like really scale up, and they said that like none of their accounts are usable, and even when they make private ones, they get found and people reach out to them. And some of the big content creators, like I saw a video of Casey Neistat's Instagram, and he had his inbox open and it was going nonstop, like 10 messages a second were just dumping into his inbox. And it's like, how do you even use that? You can't do anything with that.
Oh man, now that would overwhelm me.
Yeah.
I have a Patreon where I have a group chat that runs 24 hours a day for resellers. So because you know how it is. It's like, let's be real, this job gets lonely as all hell sometimes, so having like hangouts like this and being able to interact with other people. So I created a group chat to give an extra incentive to people who help support the show, because my show is like PBS. So it's all the funding that comes in that pays for the computer and the light and the set and everything, all that type of stuff. It covers that. But we give them a group chat, it allows them to interact with each other. And that gets very, very busy. Like people will tag me into that throughout the whole day, and I'll try and jump in and get the messages, this, that, and the other. And then they also get one-on-one time. So they'll call me. If there's ever an emergency, they'll call me. And some months are worse than others, but it's been pretty tame lately. But then we also do scheduled calls, and it's starting to become a bit much. But at the same time, it's all about getting good information out there and disseminating falsehoods and making sure that everyone is everyone's doing better than they were before.
Right. Oh man.
Bolo Rama, good to know. I was trying to tag you the other day on Instagram. JB Phipps, I'm gonna announce my private Instagram once and one time only. If you'd like to follow me, it is some guy from Fresno. You can check out my Insta. But yeah, it's I don't know. I post rock climbing stuff on there and pictures of animals, things that I enjoy doing, disc golf. You ever been rock climbing, Tracy?
Not like for real. Like I've climbed one of those walls.
One of those walls one time at the fair?
Something like that, yeah.
So you're practically professional, right?
Yeah, you know it.
Chalk up the hands and get out there.
Yeah.
You're a rock. Yes, I am a rock climber. Yeah, these hands are incredibly strong. Here, I'll even pull up one of my pictures. I rock climb 3 to 5 days a week.
Oh my god.
It's oh, this is one I took the other day. I was climbing between two buildings. Yeah. So I do a little bit of madness.
I thought my husband was cool when he was walking through like a really like close building and he'd put himself up on the wall like 2 feet off the ground.
This is me climbing up arms only on just an indoor setup.
Yeah, I've kind of done one of those before, but it was really like super easy. Yeah. It wasn't anything very strenuous at all.
You have two sons that free climb. Holy cow. Like is it free climbing like with gear, or is it free soloing like nothing at all? And are they doing bouldering, or are they doing like Bolo Rama, have you watched the video of the person free climbing Half Dome? I've watched the one or a good portion of the guy Alex Honnold, who did you guys are gonna hate me because I can't remember the name of the mountain. But there was the documentary about it. I watched that one, and that was unbelievably nuts. The scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. This guy climbed. I don't know if you've seen this, Tracy or Phil. This guy climbed 4 hours straight up the side of a rock wall with no gear on whatsoever.
That is insane.
Yeah.
No.
What? Somebody help me out here. What's the name of the mountain? I feel like an idiot right now. The movie's called. I think it's called Free Solo. Something Peak. Oh my god. Somebody will remember.
The only peak I know is Pikes Peak in Colorado. And the only reason I know that, they have a confinement area for criminals.
And Starbucks makes a coffee called Pikes Peak.
Spent like 2 months in my
Happy Tan. Thank you, Sue Ann. That's exactly what it is. Yeah, it's one of the most ridiculous climbs ever. There's this spot on the wall where he's got to do a thing called a thumb press, which is literally like he's pressing his thumb up against a groove to hold like his body at tension while he shuffles across like a sheer edge. And then once he gets there, he has to like transfer thumbs and then reach out and across and grab the next one and like lean his weight in, just free lean it over to be able to do a transfer. It's
well, you
watch that
power to him
the whole way through it.
Like, I don't have a death wish. Sorry. I mean, if that's what they enjoy doing, Jay, I hope that you don't do that. Please don't risk your life like that. Have fun, but be safe.
There's two crazy things I can do. I can do a pull-up on a door jamb. So like, you know, the little lip above the top of a door. I can put my fingers on that and I can do a pull-up off of that. So just like right on the edges. And then I can also do the splits. And that's from stretching for a half hour, 45 minutes every day for the last year to improve my flexibility for climbing.
I'm not going to lie to you. I might need to see that in the Hangout or something.
I've got a picture because people challenge me on it. And let me see.
Well, if I do something crazy, it doesn't involve rocks.
Oh, no kidding. I'm scared to get near the edge of something.
That's what
it's natural to have that. Does this guy got a pirate ship affiliate link? Wow. Who gave him a link?
You guys, I apologize for not paying a ton of attention to the chat. I get caught up talking when I'm being asked questions, so I really, really apologize. I'm going back now to check and see what I missed.
Everything.
All the things. Brandy, I am definitely not in the shape for rock climbing.
Here you go. There you go. Savage mode right there.
Holy moly, man.
Yep.
I used to be able to do that when I was like 12. Not so much anymore.
Yeah, no, it was years and years and years of practice. But go for it. Just start stretching. I tell people that's another thing in my routine. Stretching every day. Oh my God. It helps you feel so much better. You sleep better. You just feel more relaxed throughout the day.
But could I just do yoga?
Yeah, just do more extreme yoga. Like push your range a little bit further. Do more like core stuff with your yoga.
Wait. I just got to start with the basic yogas first. You know, your downward dog.
Yeah.
That sort of thing first. Yep. Let me get into the intermediate first.
go do a little acro yoga. Have you ever tried that?
No.
That's where you're either doing like balancing on your own. You know, it can be like frog stands to like little stemming positions, or you have a partner with you and you do 2-person balancing. Like, you know, that pretty stuff you see on Instagram, that stuff.
Oh.
Couples balancing. Yeah.
You
just got somebody like above your head and you're holding their hands while they're standing on your shoulders. I see you looking over for affirmation.
Right. I'm looking at my husband and I'm thinking tomorrow we have to make some kind of pose and post it on Instagram. It's going to be freaking hilarious.
Do it.
I'm going to make it happen. You guys watch for it.
Good luck with that.
You know what it's probably going to be, though? It'll probably end up being me and my kid. Me lifting my kid, holding his arms and lifting him up by his torso.
Practice. It's good training for the kid, too, because it helps the kid learn like core strength and balancing. There's families that come in and do that stuff all the time.
But instead of it being
Go
me
ahead
holding
and
my.
open a bottle of wine, Dad's vintage garage.
Wait, what about wine?
That was
Did
funny.
you say wine?
It was Dad's Vintage Garage's comment. It says, it's 1:20 East Coast time. Is it too late to open a bottle of wine, ... Can stretch over and grab the corkscrew? Stretch, stretch, stretch.
Yeah, do it. Do it, Dad. I'm
Get
still
her
going.
done.
This will probably be my last glass, but
Bullshit.
so, yeah, but I'm gonna make Jeremy, instead of it being me laying on my back with my feet up, holding the kid up in the air, it's gonna be Jeremy on his back holding me up in the air. We're gonna make that happen tomorrow.
I want to see the pics.
I'm gonna make it happen. He's gonna hate me, but it's gonna happen.
I'm about to send him a message and remind him.
You should do it.
Somebody's
Let
going to be
him know.
screaming from the hospital tomorrow, is what it sounds like. It's like somebody's going to get a little busted up.
Somebody's gonna have a hernia tomorrow before they know it. Oh shit. So, all right, guys. Well, it is a 1:23 here, so I'm probably about to go because I've got to go to bed. So I can get up at 7 something in the morning and take the kids to school.
Thanks for having me. This was a blast.
Go back to bed though.
I'm not gonna go back to bed.
Mm-hmm.
See, that's why you keep me accountable.
Right.
You text me and like, are you listing 20 things today? Like, I listed some things, okay?
Some things.
Some things.
How many some things? 5? That was before lunch, right?
Oh, yay. And 4 of them were. Don't get on my case too much. 4 of them were. I listed one more thing before when I got back.
You know I never get on your case.
All right, guys. Well, hold on. I don't know why that comment was held, but that was really weird from Dad's Vintage. That was super strange. Anyway, all right, guys. Well, if you want to drop your links into the chat one more time so we can make sure everybody knows your channels, and folks in the chat, if you want to, if you will, go subscribe, give these guys some love. Thank them for coming on to the channel tonight and providing a little bit of entertainment while I sip some wine. These guys
There's no tipping involved.
Yeah, well, these guys put out a lot more content and effort than I do in reselling, which I am definitely picking up my game, but I'm still way behind compared to these two.
We're going to do an interview this week. Okay. So you're going to get some new content, and I'll give you the interview. You can run it on your channel too. So that'll be fun.
I'll be there.
But yeah, and then we'll work on some editing stuff. We'll make it happen. I really appreciate you having me, though. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. I wanted you to come on and talk about Prairie Grit. Like, I really want to do it. And I'm getting there.
Come join us. Come be an affiliate. We need ambassadors who believe in the future of e-commerce and having a stable, long-standing platform for years to come. Because the things are changing fast. But next time I come on, I'll be drinking the wine, and you'll be giving everyone the expert advice. Okay.
I'll probably also have a glass of wine. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, that's fine. But we really got to tell people about this Prairie Grit thing. It's pretty amazing. So.
Yep. So, all right. So I am approving. Okay. So I hold links just because I don't want any like spam and crap and porno in the chat and all that stuff. So every time you guys post links, I have to go approve them. So you guys, like I said in the chat, if you want to go subscribe to these two channels,
you can mark us as admins too. That'll allow them to go through. Just right click on them.
Oh, I do need to do that. I actually don't have very many admins. I need to fix some admins. So I will probably do that on the next video. So, cool. All right, guys. Well, thank you for stopping in, and if you are interested in prairie grit, you can go to the link provided for the free month trial. And yeah, like I said, thanks again for stopping in and subscribe to these two guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Talk to you later. Bye.